everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you through a 25-minute gentle Pilates workout. You don't need any equipment today, and we're getting started down on our mats in an all-fours position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Press down into your palms and start to circle your shoulders around your wrists, loosening up through the wrist a little bit. Just 2 more in this direction, making these circles as big or as small as feels good for you. And let's put it in reverse, circling around in the opposite direction, really putting a lot of weight into our hands here so we get that release through the wrists. And just 1 more. Hold with your shoulders stacked over the wrists now, and inhale as you arch your back, sending your chest forward through your shoulders, and exhale, tuck chin to chest, round up through the spine. Inhale, arch the back, dropping the belly to the floor and lifting the chest and the chin, and exhale to round the spine, draw the chin towards the chest. 2 more. Inhaling, finding our cow pose, arching the back. And exhaling to find our cat, rounding up through the spine, pressing down into the palms. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Find your neutral spine now, and let's take our tail wags. So shift your hips to the right and look over the right shoulder. Swing your hips to the left, look over the left shoulder. Look over the right, hips go right. And look over the left, hips go to the left. So just stretching out our spine in every direction here. Just give me 1 more each side, to the right and to the left. Let's step our feet back now for our one and only high plank of this entire class. And let's find those spine ripples. So press your hips up towards the sky, letting your spine ripple up into that down dog. And then ripple forward back to your plank. So leading with your hips, arching your back, pressing the hips up, and rounding through the spine to shift back to that high plank. 4 more. Press the hips up, ripple upwards, and ripple back down to that high plank position, starting with the hips piking up and curving the back as you shift forward. Just 2 more. Press up and back, find that down dog. And ripple forward to that high plank. Last one. Hips pike up. And shift it forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees out as wide as your mat. Bring the big toes to touch and press your hips back, finding that child's pose. Reaching the arms forward, really sinking your hips back, melting into your mat here. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat now and press your left hip even farther down, feeling that stretch up the left side of the body. And then walk your hands over to the left, pressing the right hip down and feeling that same stretch for the right side. Walk your hands through center now for one last big deep breath here. And then slowly slide your hands back in towards your hips. And let's come all the way down onto the right side of the body, resting your arm underneath your head. And then bend your knees at a 90-degree angle and bring your knees up in line with the hips. Flex your feet here. And float your left leg a couple of inches over the right. Take an inhale and exhale, press the left leg straight down to the side. Bend it back into 90 degrees and press the leg away. 4 more. Inhale, bend, and exhale to press like you're pushing something really heavy away from you, really resisting through that leg. Last 2, inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Last 1. Let's hold with that leg extended now. Point through the foot and give me big circles to the back. So circle front, around, down, and through. Front, around, and down. So just drawing these nice big circles, opening up through that left hip here, keeping our outer thigh pointing up towards the ceiling the entire time, so don't let your leg turn out at the top of that circle. Everything stays pointed forward. And let's switch directions, giving me circles to the front. So kick back, up, around, and down. 4 more in this direction. And last 3, breathing deeply while we do this. Last 2. And last 1. Hold your legs straight out to the side now, and tap the left toes to the front of the mat, and lift up and over and tap them to the back. Lift up, tap to the front, lift up and tap to the back. 4 more of these rainbow arcs here. Really focusing on that up and over motion, getting that squeeze through the left glute. Last 2, tap to the front and to the back. Last 1. Hold your leg through center one last time and flex your foot. Exhale, lift the leg straight up. Inhale, lower back to hip height. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Option to bring that left hand onto your hip here for a bit more of a challenge. Lifting the leg, lowering down. Last 2. Last 1. Let's hold that leg lifted and pulse to finish for 10. For 9, pulsing up through that left leg, really flexing the foot, squeezing through the glute. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend your right leg long and draw your left knee in towards the chest now, getting a nice stretch for that left glute. Extend your left leg back out to the side to meet your right now, and extend your right arm straight out in front of your shoulder. Bring your left hand behind your head with the elbow out wide, and on your exhale, crunch left elbow to left knee and release. Crunch it in and release, getting a little baby squeeze through that left oblique here, really trying to connect that left elbow to that left knee, crunching up. Just give me 4 more. Exhale to crunch and lower down. Last 3, crunch up, using the pressure on that right arm to help you get a bit higher up through that chest. And last 1, exhale, crunch and release. Let's flip over now onto our stomachs, separating your legs out as wide as the mat and reaching your arms straight out in front of you from the shoulders. Let's find a slight pelvic tilt with the hips, so tuck your hips under just a bit, lifting the belly up off the mat. Press the tops of your feet down into the floor to stay active through the lower body. And on your inhale, lift up through the chest and the arms. Exhale, sweep your arms back towards the hips. Inhale, sweep them forward. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up chest and arms. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, sweep forward. And exhale, lower. Just 4 more. Lift up, sweep back, really opening up through the back side of the body. Sweep forward and lower down, making sure our lower back is not arching here. So we're lifting up from the middle of our spine, not the lower back. Only thing moving is the mid-spine and up. Just give me 1 more. Inhaling to lift up. Exhale to sweep back. Inhale to sweep forward and lower down. Place your hands one on top of the other here and rest your left cheek on your hands. And then swing around, rest your right cheek down just for a quick stretch. Bring your forehead through center now. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders and walk your hands out a few inches onto your fingertips. On your inhale, press through the hands and ripple up through the spine, lifting up the chest and the torso. And exhale, lower all the way back down. Inhale, ripple up, pressing through the hands to lift. And exhale to ripple down. 4 more. Roll up through the spine, lifting the chin last. And roll all the way down. Press through the fingers, press up through the chest. And lower down. Just 2 more here, stretching out through the spine, through the front side of the body. And last one, press up, lifting the chest. And lower down. Bring the legs together, bring your hands under your shoulders, and press yourself up and back for a well-deserved child's pose. Slowly walk your hands back in towards your hips, and let's get ready for that side glute series on the right side. So lay all the way down on the left side of your body, resting your head on your arm, and bend your knees to 90 degrees and send them straight out from the hips. Float your right knee a couple of inches up off the left and exhale as you press the right leg straight out to the side, and inhale, bend it back into 90 degrees. Exhale, press the leg away, foot is nice and flexed, and inhale, bend, 4 more. Exhale, press once again like we're pushing something heavy out to the side, really active and engaged through that right glute. Exhaling to press and bend. Last one, let's hold with the right leg out to the side, point through the foot and give me circles to the back. Up, around, back, and through. Up and around, drawing these big circles, opening up through the right hip now. Once again, the outer thigh points up the entire time, so we're not letting that right hip open towards the sky. Last one in this direction, and let's put it in reverse, circles to the front. Kick it back, up, down, and through. 4 more here. Last 3. Last 2, try to make these 2 your biggest circles yet. And last one, hold your leg through center now, tap your toes to the front of the mat, and lift up and over, tap to the back. Lift up and over, tap to the front. Up and over, we tap to the back. 4 more each side here in our little rainbow arc. Last 3. Last 2, squeezing through that right glute each time we lift up. And last one. Hold the leg lifted through center now, flex your foot, and exhale, lift straight up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift straight up. Inhale, lower. 4 more. Option again to bring your right hand onto the right hip here for these final 2 more lifts. And last one, hold the right leg lifted and pulse it up for 10. For 9, this is where we finish this side glute series. Maybe lift that leg up an inch or 2 higher. Just pulsing for 3, 2, and 1. Extend your left leg long down the mat and draw that right knee in towards the chest for another glute stretch. Extend your right leg long to meet the left now. Extend your left arm out in front of you and bring your right hand behind your head for those oblique crunches. On your exhale, crunch right elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to release. 6 more, squeezing through that right oblique each time that right elbow meets the right knee. Pressing down into the left arm to lift up a little bit higher with that elbow, drawing it in towards the knee, squeezing through the side of the waist. Just for 2 more. And last one, exhale, crunch, and release. Roll over onto your back now, and let's get a nice deep stretch for the glutes. So cross your right ankle over your left knee and hug your left knee in towards your chest for a nice figure 4 stretch, feeling that deep release through the right side, maybe rolling out the right ankle a couple of times in each direction. Release the left foot and switch. Left ankle crosses over right, and we draw the right knee in towards the chest, once again maybe circling that left ankle a couple of times. Release your stretch, and let's get ready to work the core a little bit with some dead bugs. So lift your knees up to a tabletop position, stacking the knees directly over the hips. and reach your arms straight up from the shoulders with the palms facing forward. On your inhale, extend out through your right arm and your left leg, and exhale, draw everything through center. Inhale, left arm and right leg extend. Exhale, we draw through center. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, back to starting. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, back through center. Just give me 4 more each side here, really focusing on keeping that lower back imprinted into the mat, especially as the arm and leg go long. 3 more each side. Last 2 each side, taking breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, really engaged through that center core. And last one each side, right arm and left leg extend. They draw through center. And the left arm and the right leg extend. And draw through center. Hug your knees in towards the chest now. And maybe rock gently from side to side, getting a little massage for the lower back. Hold through center now. Lift your knees back up into that tabletop position, stacking them over the hips, and extend your arms out to the sides at about a 45-degree angle. Tilt your knees over to the right side of your mat now, and lift them back through tabletop. Tilt the knees over to the left, and lift it back through center. Inhaling as we tilt over to the right. Exhaling to use that left oblique to draw us back to tabletop, and inhaling to tilt to the left, using that right oblique to draw us back through center. In this move, your upper back and your shoulders stay planted firmly on the mat, and your hips and the middle of your spine lift to twist over to one side, really wringing out through the center of the body, working those obliques here. This is your last one, tilting to the left and lifting through center. Hug the knees in towards the chest one last time, circling out your knees a couple times in each direction, releasing through the hips and the hip flexors. Release your knees now and walk your feet out a few more inches away from your hips, getting ready for our modified roll-ups. So reach your arms up overhead and crunch up through the chest, grab a hold of the backs of your thighs and walk yourself up to a seated position. Release your arms in front of the chest, roll all the way down and reach your arms overhead. Again, crunch up, grab your legs, walk yourself up. Sit up tall, reach the arms forward, tuck the hips under, roll down through the spine, and reach your arms overhead. Just 2 more. Exhaling to roll up, walking your hands up your legs. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale, arms overhead. Last one. Roll all the way up, walk your hands up. Release the arms. Roll all the way down, bone by bone, arms overhead. And this time just roll up through the spine and we'll hold at the top. Extend your legs long in front of you now, separating your legs hip distance apart, getting ready for our spine stretch forward to find some more length through the backs of the legs and through the spine. So release your arms forward at shoulder height with the palms facing in. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, reach forward with the arms lengthening through the spine. And inhale, roll back up through the spine, sitting up nice and tall over the hips. Exhale, reach forward, lengthening through all the vertebrae. And inhale, stack shoulders over hips. 4 more. Focusing more on how much you can lengthen through the spine rather than how far forward you can reach with the arms. This is primarily a stretch for that spine. The stretch through the backs of the legs is simply a bonus. Exhaling to reach forward, lengthening through the back, and inhaling to release. Last one. And let's hold with the shoulders stacked over the hips. Separate your legs out mat distance apart now and reach your arms out at shoulder height on a diagonal away from the body. On your exhale, twist to the right, pulsing twice. Inhale through center, exhale, pulse twice to the left. Through center, twist and pulse, pulse. Inhale through center, exhale, pulse, pulse. So keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrists, just rotating once again from the middle of your spine, working into those obliques, getting a stretch for the back as well. Exhale, pulse, pulse to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, pulse, pulse to the left. Last one each side. And to the left. Hold through center, and let's combine those two moves now. So twist over to the right. Reach your left hand past your right pinky toe. Sit up tall. Come through center, other side. Twist left. Reach the right arm past the left pinky. Sit up and through center. Inhale, twist right. Exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, sit up. Exhale through center. Inhale, left. Exhale, right arm reaches forward. Inhale, sit up. Exhale through center. Give me 4 more each side in our saw here. Come through center, twist to the left, finding length through the spine and through the hamstrings here, and getting a twist into those obliques. Inhale to twist, exhale, reach forward, making sure that the opposite arm doesn't fall behind the shoulder line here, so keeping it nice and in view. Twisting left, reach it forward, sit up tall, come through center. This is your last one each side. And last one, twist left, reach it forward, sit up, and come through center. Walk your hands together now, bend your knees, grab a hold of the backs of your legs, and walk yourself all the way down, just like in our Pilates roll-ups, so that we're laying on our backs. Extend your legs long in front of you, and hug your right knee in towards the chest, pressing your lower back down into the mat. Then bring your right arm to a cactus and draw your right knee across to the left side of the mat, looking over your right shoulder, getting that spinal twist and a stretch for the right hip. Come back through center and release your right leg long down the mat. Other side, draw your left knee in towards the chest, lower back pressing down into the mat. Then bring your left arm to a cactus, draw the left knee across your body, and look over the left shoulder. Come through center. Give the knee one last squeeze in towards the chest and release your leg long down the mat. Let's finish this class now like you would in a yoga class with Shavasana. So just find a comfortable position laying or seated on your mat. Maybe flutter your eyes closed, release any tension from the body, drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth, releasing tension from the jaw, the forehead, the shoulders, and really just allow yourself to melt into your mat for the next 45 seconds. Slowly start to find some movement through the body again, maybe rolling out the wrists, rolling out the ankles. And when you're ready, bend your knees in and gently roll over onto one side of the body and press yourself up to a seated position, crossing your legs in the center of your mat. And let's finish with some deep breaths. Inhale as you sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale to press your arms down by your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, they press down. 2 more, really lengthening up through the spine. And exhale, last one, really reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, press your arms all the way down. And that is it for today's 25-minute gentle Pilates workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.